This is a hodgepodge of colors. Hi, I'm John Barnhill.
Hi, I'm Caroline Smith, and today we will be reacting to logos from the 60s.
Let's start here with American Airlines. They got the red, white, and blue color scheme, which fits with who they are. All in all, I like the logo they had. I've actually updated a couple times, so yeah. Any thoughts on this?
I like this one, but to me, the bird's wings kind of look like a V, so it somewhat looks like it could be saying Ava.
True.
I like it.
True. Probably not. These lines in here are kind of thin. And I don't know. I like stuff to be a little bit more distinct, you know, that I can tell what it is from a distance. And I'm zooming in, zooming out of the wrong thing here. Let's see. So, like if it's down like that, like Caroline said, it kind of does this whole V thing. You stop seeing the bird. And so I don't know that it necessarily hold up too well. I think, like I said, I think they went a more geometric route with their new logo that you kind of get the idea of that bird, but it also plays into the rest of it. On to the next. AT&T and associated companies. Definite change in their logo. They went with the new logo. They went with more of this kind of like world look. Which, you know, is probably good for a communication company that they, you know, are international. They're all over the world, that they can, that you can send a message all over the world. So definitely good for a communication company like that. I gotta tell you though, I have no clue what AT&T actually stands for. Do you know? American Telephone and Telegraph. Yeah. I probably would have shortened to AT&T too. They've changed a couple times throughout. I think they used this Bell logo or kind of updated that at one point too, and was using that. But like I said, now they've got that like blue world looking thing. And I think starting out kind of like with the American Airlines logo, some of the lines and stuff get lost at small sizes, and the text in there in the bell. So I think, like I said, they updated at one point where they just used this bell, but they didn't have the text and everything in there, and you still knew it was a bell.
I like the updated one better for sure, but that one's not terrible.
Yeah. What do you think as far as the bell, what the purpose of that was?
I wouldn't have, if I was doing it, I wouldn't write Bell System on the bell because it's like too much text. Like, is the company Bell System? Is it AT&T? So that does make it a little confusing, but I see what they're doing.
I gotcha. I guess I was thinking more of why a bell for AT&T.
That's true. Telephone.
Okay.
Bell ringing on your phone. I don't know.
I don't know much on the history of it, but I think, was it Alexander Graham Bell that had something to do with the invention of the phone? So I think that's where that came from.
Check out the big brain on Brad.
I'm guessing that's what they were going with there, but I think over time, like I said, I don't really know the whole history of it, and so I wouldn't associate it with that. So it was probably a good move to switch from the bell to the world with what they do now. Burger King.
This logo's definitely changed a lot since then.
Just a little. One being that they've definitely limited their color palette here. This is a hodgepodge of colors. Definitely a cleaner look. The illustration work on here is interesting. I don't think that it would hold up today.
Not at all. Maybe the Burger King and Home of the Whopper would, just the text.
Yeah.
But that's still not.
Yeah, if they just use this part in here, yeah, it'd be a little stronger there.
That's very busy.
Yes, definitely. I think McDonald's actually was kind of along the same lines. They used to have a little like hamburger character up there too, and I think both companies decided to get rid of those. I guess just over time you kind of learn what works, what doesn't, and I think everybody kind of started to go away from stuff like that. Every now and then you'll get somebody that wants a little more detail in their logo, and we try to steer clear of some of that detail in the logos. You want to keep it at least somewhat simple in there. Definitely nothing as complex as that right there.
I would say promotional products are more popular too, probably, than they were then. So
True.
you have to get a simpler logo so you can print it on stuff.
That's true. That's true.
Yes, now look at Caroline with the plug.
Yep.
Promotional products from Anita's Marketing.
Crest. Any thoughts?
I would say this almost looks like they're advertising for like a kid's toothpaste, just with like the font. Just to me, I would look at that and think, kid.
Yeah, I could see that. I guess it being kind of off that baseline there, it's not all in the same. I gotta say though, they essentially still have this logo, but they've kind of cleaned it up some, looking a little bit more professional.
For sure.
Oh, definitely. Using a little bit less with the different colors and keeping it on the same baseline there. Just it looks cleaner. I get what they're, I think they probably were gearing towards kids and stuff, make sure they brush their teeth and whatnot, but I like the fact that they cleaned this mess of a logo up. Doritos. I know how you love Dorito dust and Cheeto dust, so any thoughts on good old Doritos?
This logo's not terrible. It's kind of, it's okay.
It's okay. I was about to say, they've definitely updated their logo since then, but I know on their, I believe it's the taco seasoning Doritos that they have, they still pull this logo in, or maybe a slightly cleaned up version of it. I still think it works. However, I'm a fan of that nice straight baseline there, because if you needed to do this in black and white, you'd have to alter it some here. If it can be recognized in one color, when you add color to it, it's not gonna hurt it. But you have it in that one color, it's easily recognizable, and then also kind of like Caroline mentioned with the promotional products, it makes it a lot easier as far as cost, and just the versatility. You can use it on multiple colors, and still a lot of times you'll use it either in black or use it in white, on pretty much any color, and it'll work. Dunkin Donuts.
I've never seen this logo before.
Yeah, I think I've only ever seen their current one, or some rendition of their current one. Well, they still use that pink, and then they've got orange in there. But yeah, however, I actually kind of like this one or whatever, because I mean, it illustrates what it is. They're dunking a donut right there, so it makes sense to me.
But just to not be negative, because I like this too, but the D's look like O's. So if you didn't know what that was, which I feel like it might look like Dunkin Donuts.
Yeah, I could see what you're saying there, because it looks like Dunkin Donuts.
I like this one though.
Yeah, I do too. I think the current one works well too. I think it's a little more, I won't say cleaner, because this still looks clean, but as far as it's, I don't know how to explain it.
Easier to use almost.
Yeah, it's easier to use, and then I guess the font choice they chose on it is still this kind of rounded font so it still gives you that feeling of a round, fluffy donut. Probably say this one just because it's of these, it's one that's still being used.
I would go with Dunkin Donuts, but
Dunkin'
I like
Donuts.
this one too, just because I like the idea of it's a donut dunking in the cup.
Thanks for watching today.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Don't want to.
I like the one downtown. What is it called? Wilson Donuts? Yeah.
Oh
They
yeah.
have excellent.
Well, yeah.
t-shirts.
I mean, then you got local places, definitely.
They have excellent T-shirts.
Yeah, I wonder who does those. Who makes those? Yeah. I believe somebody just made one recently for Wilson Donut Shop.
Tiny Flex.